Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Karpo Gaming and another Destiny 2 Season of the Haunted video. It is Xur Day, Friday, July the 8th, 2022, and Xur is back in the EDZ, so we're gonna go and see what Xur has for us today. So once again, thanks for watching everybody, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Now, Xur shows up every Friday, giving us some lovely exotics and some legendaries. This week, we have ourselves a god roll too, so we're going to spine over here into the EDZ, into the Winding Cove, and for you new Elite Guardians, he's right over here. You can parkour up or go in through this cave right over here, and well, there will be Mr. Xur sitting right over there. Now, as always, Xur has returning the illustrious, the luminous, exotic, and gram. So you get out there some of those old exotics. We have 2 random rolls for the Hawk Moon and for the Dead Man Still. For the Hawk Moon, we have Diagonal Rifle, we have Alloy Magazine, Eye of the Storm, and Texture Grip. Should be pretty good in PvE and in PvP. If you don't have it, pick it up and add it to your collection. Next up, the Dead Man Tail Scout Rifle is up next, and this one comes with some nice perks. Corkscrew Rifling, Light Mag, Snapshots, one of my favorite, and Composite Stock. Should be pretty good in PvE and in PvP. The weapon of the week is the Queen's Breaker Bow. Comes with an intrinsic perk called Wire Rifle. Fires a long range precision arc bow that blind enemies on hit. And yeah, it's a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go over the rest of the traits. We have Marksman Sights on here, a long range sight, combat sights, a low zoom sights, enhanced battery for increased magazine, hip fire grip, quick draw, and fitted stock. Excellent in PvE, excellent in PvP. Pick it up and add it to your collection. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves the Worm Husk Crown. Exotic helmet for the Hunter class. Comes with an intrinsic perk called Burning Souls. Dodging gives a small health and shield bump. Does exactly that. Pretty good in PvE, and in PvP, it does it, but not so much to the liking that you may. So pick it up and still add it to your collection. Now, next up, we have the Stronghold Exotic Gauntlets for that Titan class. Comes with the intrinsic perk called Clinch Fix. Maximize guard stats on equipped swords. Shots blocked immediately after guarding will heal you. Now, on paper, it looks like it's going to be fantastic, and it's pretty good in PvE, but in PvP, not so much. But, you know, if you want it, pick it up and add it to your collection. Now, last but not least, or exotics, we have the Fell Winter's Dam exotic helmet for the Warlock class. Comes with an intrinsic perk called the Warlord's End. Powered melee final blow will create a burst of energy that weaken nearby targets. Finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the radius of the burst and the length of the weakening effect. And it does excellent in PvE, but in PvP, not so much. But still, once again, if you want it, pick it up and add it to your collection. Now for our legendaries. First off, we have a 7 Serpa Carbine. This auto rifle is going to be a 450 precision frame on this bad boy with a little bit of stability, and we're going to need that as a masterwork. We also have extended barrel for increased range, fluted barrel for a little bit more stability and handling, alloy magazine, independent mag, slide shot, and swashbuckler, making this a pretty decent roll for PvE. And in PvP, well, it just doesn't slap like that. So for me, it's a hard pass, but if you really need an auto rifle, go ahead and pick it up. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Enigma's Draw. Sidearm is going to be a 260 precision frame on this bad boy with the handling masterwork with short spec SAS and tac SAS. We also have extended magazine, high cal, Zen Moment, and Demolitionist, making this a little bit of a hybrid roll, but it still should be pretty good in PvE and in PvP, so long as you can hit your shots. The Enigma Draw should be a pretty nice sidearm that you can carry on in your primary slot. Next up, we have the Extraordinary Rendition. Now, this submachine gun is going to be a 750 aggressive frame, high damage, but very high recoil. You need stability. We have a stability masterwork, which is excellent, but we also have fluted barrel, which is, it's not really that great for this weapon. We have hammer forged rifling as well as a pendant magazine, extended magazine, surplus, and tap the trigger. So for me, it's a hard pass. You definitely need the stability to make this weapon shine, and it just doesn't have it with this Extraordinary Rendition. But we do have the Distinguishing Grenade Launcher up next. 72 RPM wave frame, one shot. Yes, it can do that in PvE and in PvP. Let's go over it. We got Confined Launch on this bad boy, Hard Launch as well. has some pretty good perks on this. We got high velocity rounds and implosion rounds. So between those two, it's going to get right there with Killing Wind and Rampage with a blast radius masterwork. Hey man, this is not a bad roll at all. It is literally one away from a god roll. So I definitely picked this up and added to my collection if you indeed missed it last week, because it's here once again. Next up, the Sorrow's Verse is up next. This is going to be a 600 RPM auto rifle, adaptive frame with a little bit of arc damage on this bad boy, and I wish it was so much better, but it's not. We got a reload masterwork corkscrew rifling on here, as well as small bore, accurized rounds, dependent magazine, dynamic sway, outlaw, one for all, as well as the intrinsic perk on here. With the reload masterwork, the thing is, it just doesn't slap like that, so it's a hard pass for me, but it's pretty good in PvE and PvP, and not so much. Next up, the Temptation Hook is up next. This is going to be a cash frame. Hence R2. You're going to fire that bad boy all the way across the screen. A nice little projectile. This one comes with Hunger, Edge, Enduring, and Jagged Edge. We have an Impact Masterwork, so that's a good thing. We got Burst Guard, Sword Master Guard, Tireless Brave, which is an excellent perk. And last but not least, we have Surrounded. So, look, this weapon is going to be excellent in PvE and in PvP, no matter what rolls you got. So if you don't have this weapon, pick it up and have some fun with the Temptation Hook. And last but not least, the Bite of the Fox is our god roll of the week. We got a reload masterwork on here with full bore, small bore on here, as well as accurized round, flared magwell, snapshots, and explosive payload. Look at that range, look at that impact. Oh boy, with a reload masterwork, you might want a little stability if you can hit your headshots, but that's not what this weapon is. One shot to the head across the map, and they're done. Yep, this weapon is a god roll. Bite of the Fox, pick it up if you don't have this weapon and have some fun with it in PvE and in PvP. Now for our armor, we have the Illicit Invader set. This is an old school Gambit set. Now some of these are looking pretty good for transmog if you are indeed a Gambit fan, but none of the rolls are really great this week. Total of 59 for the gauntlets. For the chest piece, what looks pretty decent, like I said, old school, back in the day, Gambit gear. Not bad, total of 60 on that roll. Not horrible, but not great. Something that you want to pick up. Of course, the bond is the bond. Not bad for transmog if you are indeed want to rock yourself out with some Gambit gear. The hood doesn't look bad as well, but we have a total of 61 for the helmet, which is not a great roll. So you'll be just getting all of these armor pieces just for transmog. And last but not least, to round it off, we have our boots, which the boots are not bad because it's like the only cowboy boots that you got in Destiny 2. So if you want to rock out with a little bit of cowboy in your flavor, well, there you got it with the boots for a little bit of transmog. But that is what we have it for Xur today. I hope you truly enjoyed it, my Guardians. Happy Friday. As always, if you are new to the channel, how you doing and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Right here at Karpo Gaming, upload a wide variety of videos, ranging from updates, tips and tricks, guides and news, and a whole lot more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you everybody for all your love and support. As always, I'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Later.